Hello and welcome to another episode of Rate the Leadership. I am your host, Jai Mays, and I am so excited to be with you guys today. I know it's been a while. I have been away for a little bit. I had to take care of some business. We do run a couple of businesses, and we just launched our new merch line, which is called Go America. So we are definitely rooting actually for America to win. And so listen, that link will be below. If you can just click the link. All of the proceeds will go to our youth program that specializes in teaching the next generation from ages 8 to 18, engineering, supply chain, technology, and finance. So now that you know what I've been up to, I want to get into this new episode of Rate the Leadership. Listen, we have our handy dandy commandments. Of course, we know good leadership, that this is the foundation of good leadership. And we also know the good characteristics of leadership, which is accountability, transparency, and the ability to let people know that they can depend and trust you. So today we are going to talk about Gavin Newsome, the governor of California. And I know this all happened back in June, but I am now talking about it because it is still happening right now. I've got some footage, guys, and I want you to rate the leadership with Gavin Newsome. Is he handling the controversy, the rioters, and the protesters? Is he handling this correctly? Do you think he has given the protesters and rioters too much space? Because now these guys are, they're just wreaking havoc on the city in Los Angeles and some places in California. But now they're disrespecting law enforcement, and oh my God, it has gotten worse. One law enforcement ICE agent was just targeted, and I think it was in Texas, and got shot. And so you guys correct me if I'm wrong about that, but they've been ambushing ICE agents. And so the backstory to this is there was a protest in LA that had already been set up because the ICE agents were going in to arrest criminals, illegal criminals. So it was a raid for criminals. Well, I guess the word got out about it, and a lot of people came together to protest against the ICE agents. Well, it turned into a riot. Guys, this thing is out of control, but don't take my word for it. I'm going to go through these videos with you, react with you, give you my opinion at the end, and I'm going to let another citizen of the United States give his opinion to close this thing out. But you tell me in the comments, do you think Gavin Newsome has good leadership skills? Is he handling this correctly? Even the Mayor Karen Bass, their collective group, and they stand with one another. So you tell me, let's get into this. All right, guys, let's see here. I'm going to minimize myself, and so we can get into this, and let's go. Let's see what.
Yeah, I'm on the.
Let's look at this. Now, guys, I'm going to replay this one more time, okay? Because watch this. Because did I see people throwing rocks? Now, hold on. Let's see. Now, this is just the beginning. I'm just going off of the things in the videos and the footage and things that I've seen. And these people are taking actual footage. One thing about social media, it will let you see the real versus what the mainstream media will tell you. Mainstream media will give you one narrative, but boots on the ground, social media live will give you total different footage. And you also must know the difference between artificial intelligence and what has been modified or so versus what is real. But this is real footage, guys. Now, let me tell you guys, did you all see the people throwing the rocks at the law enforcement? When when has America allowed citizens to destroy and target law enforcement like this? I'm gonna play this again. Watch this. Here we go. I don't know, guys. That right there, but it gets worse. Okay, I'm just going to go through footage, small little videos to show you the footage of what's happening, and you tell me, do you think Gavin Newsom? Because now this started in the early June. Okay, we're in July. Today's July 9th. I'm going to show you July 4th. Is he handling this well? You tell me. Let's go.
They seem to be having a lot of trouble getting up as well.
I'm going to rewind this.
I'm gonna get hit. Sorry. Sorry.
Now we're going to watch it again, zeroing in on the person who you might have noticed the first time around got absolutely decimated by the police. This has gone viral, the clips of this person being trampled, beaten, smashed on the cement. We'll break it down from my perspective. I think what started it all off is this person got hit in the back of the head with one of the foam pellets. Their legs go limp, they seem dazed, and then they take a few more shots.
Now, folks, you've got to be some kind of crazy to go out there and fight against law enforcement and be willing to get hurt and even die. This is crazy. And we also have learned that these riots are being funded, guys. They are being funded. So there is someone allegedly trying to destroy California. You guys, listen, don't take my word for it. Let's just keep going. This is crazy.
They seem to be having a lot of trouble getting up as well. Two people come in to try to help, but one of them gets their bag shot out of their hand. Then you're going to see the second person catches one in the back of the leg, and from then on, it's every man for himself. The dazed individual is left to their fate.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit, dude.
It looks like a bunch of young kids out there, doesn't it? It doesn't really even seem like they know what they're rioting for. But there was some evidence that protesters had a sheet of paper that was saying that they were paid. You know, some of them were making $250 a day, some more than that, some $50 a day, some $200 a day. And there were certain talking points they were supposed to say. They had picket signs and things like that. So, yes, this thing is being funded. But to the point where these people are willing to get hurt like this? No, there's no way. Why are you rioting against America? And then keep checking it out, because you're going to see people waving up other people's flags, Mexican flags, okay, Palestinian flags in America. So if you hate it so bad, why don't you just go back to your country, the flag that you're holding up? I'm going too far. Don't worry about me. Let's get back to this.
So here an officer makes an attempt on my life, misses narrowly, and at this point I still had not been touched yet by projectiles. You can see, though, that the person who's been rolling, unable to stand up, they're about to get trampled beneath the LAPD steed's feet. I pull away at the last second with my camera. I wasn't aware of what was happening in real time.
I'm gonna get hit. Sorry.
Oh my God, guys, did you all see him get run over by that horse? Oh my God!
Sorry.
Y'all, this is too much. Listen, the people are willing to go out here and get hurt. Let's see what Gavin Newsom says about all of this. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is bring back to the stage Gavin Newsom giving his press release about the fact that President Trump called the National Guard out. But do you see why? I mean, it was getting out of control. But you tell me, was Trump wrong for sending the National Guard out, or is Newsom right for not having heavy law enforcement when he knew and had foreknowledge of how bad this was going to get? Let's see. Let's see what he has to say.
This state around any longer.
Let's rewind. Hold on.
Today is a big day for the Constitution of the United States, for our democracy, and I hope it's the beginning of a new day in this country where we push back against overreach, we push back against these authoritarian tendencies of a president that has pushed the boundaries, pushed the limit, but no longer can push this state around any longer.
Gavin, I don't know. You all tell me. Now listen, I'm going to go to another news station and you tell me, is Gavin handling this right? Let's go. Here we go.
Say that they would move elsewhere.
I'm going to, here we go.
This is bad optics. Not unlike when Gavin Newsom issued all these edicts on shutting down the state because of COVID. He's at Napa Valley incurring a $12,000 wine tab with the very bureaucrats that...
He's in Napa Valley where riots are going on. Rate the leadership here, okay? Because hold on. Now, people are out there getting hurt. Law enforcement is being attacked. Federal agents are being attacked, and you're getting wine. Yep. This is where we are. Let's keep going. What?
Talked about the mandates. He wasn't wearing a mask. He wasn't socially distancing. It isn't just that. It's that obviously this man considers public safety and crime low priorities. He lives in a very safe neighborhood. He doesn't have to worry about this. People in LA are very concerned about crime. And small business people downtown, the majority of them say that they would move elsewhere if they only could. It just shows you where his priorities are. He'd rather do a podcast, have interviews, and run around talking about what Donald Trump is doing wrong, rather than do something about his state where he's losing population, the average price of a home twice that of the national average, a homeless problem, a big gap between the rich and the poor. What's he doing about the things people in California care about?
You know, Governor Newsom did release a statement downplaying this, saying the wine tasting event was a fundraiser for cancer research, not a wine party. When the brochure for this wine tasting event at Newsom's luxury winery in Napa said, quote, "We'll gather for music, food, and delicious wine." Well, Larry, that sure sounds like a wine party. Plus, Newsom claimed that the riots were not, quote, widespread when he was at that wine tasting event. There were riots, and claiming they were not widespread. They were already growing by the hour. That day, Saturday, they launched.
What do you guys think? Now listen. Listen, everyone. I want your opinion. Put it in the comments. Do you think Gavin Newsom is handling this well? Okay, is he governing, or are the citizens left to govern and fend for themselves? Now, I'm going to bring this to July 4th, okay? July 4th. Now, that was in the beginning of June. This thing has been going on all month. Is it getting worse or is it getting better? Let's see. Let's bring Gavin to the stage. Let's see. I'm going to rewind it.
Watch out.
Look how they are talking to law enforcement, and look how they are talking to federal agents. Like, there is no leadership and accountability here. It is out of control. But do not go off what I'm saying. I want to know your opinion. I mean, this is crazy, guys. We've got Palestinian flags, we've got Mexican flags, and then a lot of them too are burning the United States flags. So, but we've got nationalities out there protesting against the country that they live in, that has given them everything that they need to sustain. So why not, if you are here illegally, why don't you, they've given the option, they'll pay you to self-deport and help you come in legally. Why wouldn't you do that? Why are so many people fighting for lawlessness? And it all comes down, see, the fish rots from the head. So it all starts with the governor. So what do you all think? Because see, the mayor has to follow in the footsteps of the governor as well. The governor is the big dog. Then you have the mayor, but we're going to go to Mayor Bass at a later time. Listen, I'm going to end this with a United States citizen, one who came here legally. And I'm going to let him give his opinion on Gavin Newsome. Here we go.
Glad the LA riots are going on, because this shit is exactly why the country went red. Do you see any of what's going on happening in any red city? I'm in Tulsa.
That's a great question. And I have not seen this thing happen in red cities. I've only seen this happen in blue cities. So there is a difference between law and order and leadership in these different cities. I have seen, not trying to play a political role here, but I have seen in the blue cities chaos and destruction. In most of the red cities, you're going to have your small crimes, yes, but it's not chaotic and it's not destructive. So I do see the difference. So let me get back.
Because this shit is exactly why the country went red. Do you see any of what's going on happening in any red city? I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now, quiet as a mouse. But if Scamon was in office, every damn city...
Listen, I didn't say it. He said it. But he's saying if another person had been elected, he believes this would be 10 times worse. I didn't say it. He said it. Let's keep going.
in America would look like Los Angeles right now. This just goes to show that voting Democrat is literally a death sentence at this point. Unless Republicans somehow adopt the liberal ideology, we are not going back. All this protesting is telling me that the unemployment rate is still too damn high amongst you liberals. I'm gonna teach y'all how to be happy, okay? It's just 3 essential basics. That's all you need to be happy. You go get a job, start a family, and praise Jesus. If you do those 3 things, I promise you, you won't have to live off of EBT and steal iPhones from the Apple Store anymore. What a lot of scum!
Listen, guys, I'm going to end this with him. He said the right thing and he said the thing that makes sense. You have to follow Jesus and everything will be okay. So listen, thank you all so much for joining me on this. I'll see you next week for another episode of Rate the Leadership. And don't forget to put it in the comments. Do you think Gavin Newsom is handling this very well? Is his leadership good? Also, check out the link in the description for our new merch store. Please, please, please help us out. Purchase some things. Check it out. I know you'll like it. We've got all kind of products, and the proceeds does go to our nonprofit youth program. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. God bless you.